make it a brighter place. It'll take creation, imagination.
Hi everybody, this is Tina with Loving Life's Little Blessings, and welcome to my video today here on YouTube, or if you're on my website, welcome to my website. I am really excited to share these products with you guys. These are brand new products for Sale-A-Bration, and there's 2 stamp sets. We're going to use both of these to make a card today, and then there is this glitter tape, which is really fun. It is not, you know, when you feel like our glimmer paper or like glitter paper in general, and you can feel like it's really coarse and you feel that glitter, this tape is really smooth, but you can see that it really sparkles. So I'm not getting any glitter on my hands. It's not coming off all over my projects. So this glimmer tape is going to be really awesome for a lot of different things, a lot of projects. I think putting this like on mason jars or like 3D items would be really fun. But even though you're not going to get like that feeling of like that it's glitter and it's real, but it's real sparkly, it's still really thick tape. So you can see that it's really thick and sturdy. It's not flimsy at all. It's not like a ribbon tape, and it's very sticky. So I was really surprised when I got this. I expected something different. So I wanted to point out those really amazing things about this tape. And then we're going to be making a card using both of these stamp sets. This is a Photopolymer Stamp Set. It's right here. I have some of the elements off of it already, but you can see that it's a little bike, and then you have all these little items that you can put in the basket on the bike. And then this is a stamp set that has the balloon theme happening, that happy birthday theme. And you can see this balloon right here coordinates with this punch. So we're going to be using this punch and some cute designer paper from the annual catalog. And we're going to jump in and make a card with both of these items right here. Alright guys, I'm back to get started with this card. I just have a piece of thick Whisper White cardstock that's going to be my card base. And then I have this print right here. And I'll get it close so you guys can see it. It's in this old olive color. And it comes from this stack of paper. This is in the annual catalog. And sometimes things get overlooked in the annual catalog because we're so focused on the smaller catalogs that we have. But I pulled this stack out, and you can see that I don't have very much left of it. I pulled it out because I really felt like it was perfect for spring. So it just has some of these great designs in it. And I think I'm going to throw one of these packs on my next order. They're $8, and you get quite a few different designs. So I'm just using this old olive design right here. So what I want to do is I want to cut this down to just 4 1/4, or I'm sorry, to 4 by 5 1/4, because I want it to layer onto my card. So we just have 4 by 5 1/4, and then this is our card base. So let's fold this. And actually I want to score this because it's the thick Whisper White. So I cut it at 5 1/2, and that gave me 2 card layers, or card bases, and then I'm gonna score it at 4 1/4. And I just use my trimmer to score it because it's easy and it's right on my desk. Here's my card base right here, and we can set this aside. Now this is going to be layered on here, and then I have a piece of regular Whisper White cardstock that we are going to layer right on here. So you can see it has a nice little border. So I'm going to zoom you in. What I want to do is I want to fold this corner down. So I'm going to do that on my trimmer, and I'm going to score it just so that I can use my trimmer as a kind of a guide to try to get that corner in there and make it a little bit even. It doesn't have to be perfect, but just like that. And then I'm gonna put a little bit of adhesive right on this corner to hold it down. And you'll see that in the very end of the design, why we want that like that. Okay, so now I'm gonna do I've cut my layer again, and to try to help with this issue, what I'm going to do is take and we're going to clean off. I'm just going to show you guys what I will do in this situation if this happens to you guys. So I'm going to clean my stamp off. have it dried really well. Then I'm going to take a sanding block. And I can see the stamp start to turn white, the surface of it. So I'm not putting too much pressure on it, but I am going over the entire surface. Okay, so now I'm going to try this again. So here's my paper, and that came out much better. So that is what I do to help my stamps to stamp better. You can see that the image came out much better. Okay. So the next thing we're going to do is stamp the little basket. So this stamp set is super cute. Has all these little things that you can put onto this bicycle. You can put the basket, and then all these things can be coming out of the basket. And then it has the sentiments and then these little tiny birds. So I'm just going to use Memento Black. And I'm going to try not to get my head in here, but stamp this right here on it. I rocked it. Let's see. Not bad. Not bad. I can work with that. So then let's just do our corner again. This piece is going to go on here, which is why I wanted the corner to be kind of bent down. Okay, so now I'm just going to color these with my writer markers, which I haven't used in a while. I love these writer markers for two reasons. One is they have the dual tip, so they have the brush and then they have the pen part. I love the way the pen part writes, so it's great for journaling or writing inside a card. I love that, but then I also love that they match our colors, right? So I don't have to worry. So I'll either speed this part up or I will just cut it out. All I'm gonna do is give the bicycle a really easy, just some easy color. Okay, so I've just given the bike some really simple color. You can just see I just used those two colors. I used the pen part, the thin part of my marker, just to get that color in there really well. And so we can go ahead and attach this to the designer. So next what we're going to do is take some of this coordinating paper, which is in this Calypso Coral, and we're going to take our balloon punch, and I'm using the very small, the smaller balloon of the two. I'm sorry, you guys. I was thinking punch 3 balloons. Okay, so we're going to have that. So now we're going to use this part of the bicycle stamp, and I can tell it's going to fall off. So I'm going to add a little bit of adhesive. Okay, then we're going to use Memento Black. This is where it's going to get a little tricky. But we're going to ink this up real lightly. Try not to get any ink on your edges here. That way, just in case you rock your stamp, nothing gets onto your paper. So I'm going to turn this at an angle to do this. But what I want to do is just run this string down to my basket. Then we're going to do it again. And we're going to turn it like so. Just like that. Then I want one more. So in order to do one more, I'm going to have to manipulate my stamp a little bit. And this is just where I use adhesive. I'm going to put a little dab of adhesive right on my block. And then I just want this to be a little straighter than what it actually lays. And then into the basket. And so we have that. Okay. So now we have these 3 balloons. And they're a little bit larger, so we're not going to be able to attach them right. We could. I mean, that would be okay. But what I don't mind is overlapping these some. So the first one I'm going to do in the middle with regular adhesive. We're going to make it go down a little bit, okay? Just so it's on that card. Okay, so the next 2 we're going to use. Okay, so I want this coming off that string, like that, kind of overlapping. And then this next one, we're going to do the same thing on this side. And this one can go down a little bit lower if we wanted. Yeah, like that. Okay, so now we just have the sentiment, which this is really risky. You guys know I'll probably mess this stamp up because I can't see all the way through it. Okay, so I'm inking up an Old Olive. And I had wanted to put my sentiment right here, like above the basket. But now I'm thinking that maybe it would be better over here. So we're just going to try it over here. And it's angled. See, I'm not good at stamping. And we already put the card together. So what do? You just leave it angled. Just like that. I'm going to try to go with it. So here's my card base. And I want to put this right on here, but of course I want to add foam. Just like that. And there's only one other thing I'm going to do. I'm going to take my Wink of Stella brush and I'm going to put Wink of Stella right over this designer paper. That's something to remember, you guys, that you can use these Wink of Stella brushes right over your designer paper. Now this one is one I've had for a while, so the tip of it is not as wet. So all you want to do is apply a little bit of pressure. You'll kind of see some air bubbles and some stuff moving around in here. You just push that and then it's going to get that moisture moving back up to your brush. So we'll put some right up there all over these balloons. And then, what do you guys think? I love this bicycle. It's super cute. And it actually coordinates with a couple of our Project Life kits that Stampin' Up! Offers. The Let's Get Away kit has some really cute bicycles, so you can check that out. So here is this card. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. And I will be back tomorrow with Memory Keeping Friday. And I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me to the very end of my video. I hope you enjoyed this quick card that I put together. I have 2 other videos here for you guys to check out. The first one is a simple Easter card that I made with another Sale-A-Brations stamp set. And the second video is my Create and Share Club information for February. The March club will be up soon, so you might want to check that out. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today, and I'll be back tomorrow. Have a great day, guys.